Someone recently asked me in the DMs, like, why is it so difficult to build a confidence? I've been trying to get this self-doubt that's been holding me back to just let go. And it just takes so much work to let it go. And when I got that message, it just reminded me of something I heard Les Brown say. Do you want it to be easy and then hard? Or do you want it to be hard and then easy? Because a lot of us feel like that it's hard work to get the things we want. Whereas if we do the work now, then it becomes easier and then we're able to like just go with the flow. Because action is a one-time thing. You do the reps and then you expect the muscles to appear. But if you're doing the activity of building the muscle, you're doing it over and over and over again. It's going to be hard. And then all of a sudden, your body, you start getting used to what that gets to feel like, what that looks like. So activity is what rewires the identity. Action to me is like a flame, for instance. And then doing the activity is the relation, is the transformation. It's the thing that gets the outcome we want. Doing the one thing here, it's not going to work. You have to put in the reps. The one-time thing is not equals to change. You're not going to automatically, if you stop um, eating the cake, you're then going to lose the weight automatically. But over time, if you get over the temptation of eating that cake over time, then the pounds and will start dropping off in that sense. So it's about really thinking about the momentum that this thing creates, the momentum that you are doing this repeated action. Because the thing is, like, one of the reasons why this person brought this thing up is because of their nagging self-doubt that kept going on. They're trying to do the things that will help them to start showing up, but they have this fear, this nagging thing that is causing them to stop, to wait, to not move forward because this is louder than what they desire, which they want. But it's about taking that repetition. It's like you can't brush your teeth and then expect to have like your teeth healthy for the longest time or like it's a daily thing. You have to keep brushing and brushing and brushing for you to have that great hygiene that is going to sustain you, that is going to help you move forward. The same is true for confidence. It requires the activity. It requires the doing. Like when we talked about certainty in a previous video, where you know it's going to happen. But with the certainty to get the confidence, you are doing that at the reps in. So this is where the activity comes in. This is where it might feel like hard work in the season. You're putting in the effort to get the results you want. And then once your neural pathways have realigned and everything has flowed, then it becomes easier. You don't have to think about it, it becomes automatic. You then have gotten this new thing. Like for me, when it was difficult to look into the camera or to record myself, initially it took hard work to be conscious, to be okay. Yes, I've got this. Like, yes, hello, hi. Like, and then after a while, it was automatic. The camera comes on, it's like, hey, how you doing? It's like I've built up the muscle, the reps to be able to the hard work I did in the beginning of constantly like, okay, it's there, it's what is recording, it's looking, and now I am comfortable around the camera. I'm comfortable doing this. But if you take me into something else that I haven't done or I'm not used to or start, I haven't put in the reps, I haven't put in the activity to make me get the outcome, then I'm not going to be confident in that because I haven't done the work that is required to get the confidence in there. So that's why in that scenario, it won't be easy. It's going to be hard initially, but over time, it gets hard. Like, you know, when you're like learning to drive a car or ride a bike, even in the beginning, you are conscious, okay, I need to put one leg here, this gear here, turn, look right. Oh, it's effort. It requires work. It feels hard that we're doing all that thing. But the more you do it, the more you learn, the more you practice the driving, the more you practice riding the bike, the more you do the things that you have to do. putting in that daily rep. Because if you just go one time and just move the car, that's not gonna get you into cruising or into learning how to drive. That's not gonna let you to stop relying on the training wheels that's gonna help you ride your bike. But when you are conscious and going, yes, my hands are steady. Yes, I'm doing the stuff. I'm going. I'm this. I'm driving. Oh gosh, this feels easy. I don't have to really look or wow. I don't even need to move my head that much. My eyes just need to blink. In the beginning, it's like a full-on like extension to look. Then after a while, it's just kind of like there, and then it's just the eyes looking, mirrors, side, back, that, let's go. It becomes easy. It becomes sometimes you don't even think, you just drive because your senses are just heightened. That it's like do, you looked and you got it. Now driving is easy. It's not, there is no effort. And by doing that, by doing the activity that's required, your future self is going to love you for. So what is that one many what's that thing for you that you feel is so hard? And let's change the language about it. Let's change the way we see it. And it's how we then move on in terms of like we've done the thing. Let's celebrate about that. Like let's really empower ourselves into, okay, I'm doing this activity. It's going on over and over. I'm building a muscle. I'm getting comfortable. I'm used to this stuff. It's just happening for me. And that's where the identity is built through the practice. The identity flows. Everything just magically starts happening. You're then able to go with the flow and things just start happening and falling in place as you are taking the reps, as you are doing the thing. Because without that, that's where the self-doubt's gonna creep in. That's where the worry, and that's where all these things of like, oh, I can't, oh, I need to wait to this, that, oh, I tried it, it didn't work out for me, or that. Then we're taking the easier route there, but then it's going to be hard. And then we really need to, like, if you then need to be able to transport yourself, there is no public service out there or there's nothing. How are you going to drive if you're not willing to put in the hard work or the effort that is required to get the reps in to be able to move? Yeah, if driving is your thing. So remove driving and put whatever it is that you feel is hard for you right now. And let's put in, okay, this is just temporal because you know what it is? A lot of people like would overestimate what they can achieve in a year, underestimate what they can achieve in a year. It's the same thing about like this easy, hard thing. It's like we feel like, oh, I just want the easy thing right now. It's just peace, woof, woof, woof. And then down the line, things don't like they're hard. Life is hard. If you don't do the things that you have to do now, and then when you're older, you feel like, oh gosh, this feels so much effort, work to do. Whereas if you had taken the time to put in the work, put in the activity that is required to make things easy for you, and things start flowing, things starts getting great, by putting in that extra effort. So take the time to just journal to think, okay, well, how can I change the narrative of how I am seeing this thing? We can always talk about that in future episodes or how do you say here? Videos to really dive into like how can we then start talking and managing the narrative or the chatter that's going on? Because you're putting the work, our brain wants to keep us safe. So it's going to be like, oh no, we don't do this. This is not us. We just chill. We don't go this way. So it's heightened. It's like it just wants to conserve the energy and protect. And then it's just yapping. Whereas if we can just stay in that, the certainty and the conviction of what we're doing and keep on the reps at it, does it then flow? Does things then start becoming like easier and things just starts happening for us by taking and putting in the time. So let me know what in the comment section, what is that thing now that seems hard, that you are now willing to put in the reps, to put in the effort, the actions, or the activities that is required to help you go further faster. And remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you'd be notified every time I post out a new video. Till next time, remember that repetition plus awareness equals identity.